concert. So here I see people and I see vans. The concert tickets are $15 per student. There are 120 students. Here's the people going to the concert. If 9 students, that's the people again, can ride in each van, there's the van, people and van, people and van. How many vans will they need to take all the students? Notice in our question, it has the people and the van. We don't need to know how much the concert tickets ask because that's not in the question. So what we did was we took the number of people, 120, and 9 students could ride in a van. So we did 120 divided by 9. So 9 cannot go into 1. You cannot do a big number into a small number. So we scooted it over and we said 9 can go into 12. There will be 1. 1 times 9 equals 9. So 12 minus 9 is 3. And we checked 3 is less than 9. So then we brought down the 0 and we said 9 times 3 was 27, which is very close to 30. And then we had 3 left over. However, we must remember this is 3 people. If you were this person, would you want to be left at the school because they only had 13 vans and there was no seat for you? 13 is not our answer, ladies and gentlemen. In order to get all of the students, they would need 14 vans. Now in van number 14, they will not fill all the seats. Van number 14, here's my van, will only have 3 students in it. But that's okay because it's better to have a van with some empty seats than to have students left at the school not able to go on a field trip. That would be very sad indeed. Jonathan went to the store and bought 243 roses and 164 sunflowers. I boxed that word because a lot of times I know that means I need to combine 2 groups, but I want to keep reading to find out. He will plant 9 plants in each row. How many full rows will Jonathan use to plant all of his plants? And notice here I've written up here, how many plants does he have? In order to figure out how many rows he would need, we needed to find out how many plants he had. So we did add them together and he had 407 plants. That's a lot. Now in each row there's 9. We got our answer, we get our answer. The total of plants is 407, which means we're going to divide 9 into 407. And we got that he would have 45 full rows. Now notice we do have 2 leftover plants. So we have to go back and look. It says how many full rows. Now if we're going to ask how many rows total would he need, then we'd have to make this 46, but it says full rows and this is not a full row. So we're just going to go with the 45. Ooh, lots of colors on this one. Ellison High School purchased 8 tablets to put into classrooms. They spent $2,304 on the purchase of the tablets. I crossed out these words because it says purchased. Purchase is the same as spending and purchase here. Tablets to put into classrooms on the purchase of the tablets. They were repetitive words. So we could just say it like this. Ellison High School purchased 8 tablets to put into classrooms for, cross these words out and put for $2,304. That's what they spent on 8 tablets. They will have to purchase 6 more tablets over the next 4 months. How much money did the school spend on each tablet so far? I crossed this out because this is talking about the future, but our question is not talking about the future. The question is only talking about the ones that they already bought. So I crossed that extra information out. And I said, well, if 8 tablets cost $2,304, and they want to know the cost of 1 tablet or each tablet, then I need to divide. 8 into 2,304. We said 8 could not go into 2. It cannot do a big number into a small number, so we just slide it over. And we have 23. We said 8 went in there 2 times. 8 times 2 is 16. 23 minus 6 is 7. You got to check it. 7 is less than 8. So then we're ready to bring down our 0. Write it right down right here. 8 into 70 would be 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, 70 minus 64 is 6. Brought down to 4. Well, we just did that. So we decided it was $288 because 8 times 8 is 64. And then we had a remainder of 0. Okay, number 10. Tremont completed 143 math problems in 5 days. He worked a about, very important word there. It means I'm going to round the same number of problems each day. Which of the following is a reasonable estimate of the total number of problems he completed in one day? Well, he wouldn't have done more than 143 math problems in one day because he only did 143 total. So if we were to get our answer, the total is 143. We have 5 days, that's our group. How many did he do each day? We don't know. But we divide 143 divided by 5. However, it says estimate and about. So I looked at this 143 and I said, 5 doesn't go into 14 very easily, but 5 does go into 15. So even though the 3 would let the 4 rest, when they're talking about an estimate, it's okay if it's close like that to go up, even if it's not supposed to, and then put the 0 over here. So that's why you see over here 5 into 150, because that's easy. When they're talking about an estimate, go ahead and make the problem as easy for yourself as you can. He did about 30 problems every day. All right. Number 11, a counselor at an elementary school. Now this one was pretty hard. Even Miss Raymond had to read this one 2 or 3 times before I understood it. And that's okay. You just keep reading it till you get it. A counselor at an elementary school had 2,115 markers to make into packages of 5. So I finally, after I read that 2 or 3 times, I realized, oh, okay. So he's dividing because he's putting them in equal packages of 5 markers. He wants to give the packages equally to 9 of the teachers at his school. So then he wants to take all those little packages of 5 markers each and give them to 9 teachers. The strip diagram below represents the number of packages P he gave to each teacher. So if we look down here, we see here's our 2,115 divided by 5 into groups of 5. And what this means right here, they did not want to draw out 100 or so, 200 or so, 400 or so little boxes. So this just means almost like the missing amount. They didn't want to draw it all out. You see the wavy lines here. So in between here is a missing amount, and that's okay. We don't really need to know that because all we need to know, the question says which equation can be used. We don't even have to find the answer. We just need to find the equation. So we take this and then he divides these amongst the teachers. Okay, there were 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teachers. So if I write that down, then when I look down here, I see this one right here. Okay, I did work out the answer to the problem there because I was just curious how many packages of markers each teacher got. Okay, we wouldn't do -9 because we're not subtracting any markers. We're dividing them equally among teachers. We wouldn't do 2,115 minus 5. We wouldn't do add 9 because we're not adding 9 more markers. We're dividing them into 9 more groups. So that's why we divide 2 times there. Okay, Gwen bought a package of 100 grapes, and overall students did really good on this problem. She separated the grapes equally into 5 baggies so that she could take 1 baggie with her for lunch each day. On Friday, she realized that 3 of the grapes in the baggie were squashed. She threw them away. Which equation can be used to represent G, the number of grapes left in the baggie on Friday? Well, let's see here. She separated or divided into 5 baggies. So that would be 100 divided by 5. And again, notice they just want to say which equation. Okay, and then she threw 3 grapes away out of that last one. So minus those 3 nasty grapes would equal G, the number of grapes. And if I look down here, it's right here. We wouldn't want to add 3 grapes because she didn't put 3 more grapes in. We don't want to multiply 100 times 5 because she doesn't have 500 grapes. She has only 100 grapes. And we wouldn't want to add 3 grapes here. Oh, I see. This says 100 plus 5. We won't want to do that because it isn't 100 grapes plus 5 more. She separated them or divided them equally. So we have to have the divided there. That is it. Your answer sheet should look something like this when you're done. If you worked the problems on here too, that is just fine. So go ahead and upload a picture of your answer sheet. I will put it next to this video so that you can help improve your test on your math score. Thank you, 4G students. Have a great afternoon.